Coming towards the climactic conclusion of the Maamar. So what was the point that was said now at the end of h'tשכ? It's a tzedek's two hagoys. We were talking about the second one. We spoke about the first one yesterday. We learned it 2 days ago. We explained it in more arichas yesterday, and now yesterday we learned the second hagoy. What's in the code of the second hagoy? Anybody? In one sentence or two. What is the tzemach tzedek adding? Huh? We got, yeah.
By the end of the battle of Tyra.
It's a tzedek second hagoy. What's he adding?
Oh,
The end of h'tשכ.
On the second hagoy.
The first one was about terasem lasei. The second hagoy was about krishma.
Oh, the two types of chitzonius being either bottle to the premise, it's a separate Indian, and it's bottle to the premise because of the premise, so it's chitzonius loses its.
It's overwhelmed. It's bottle,
overwhelmed
like bottle b'shishim.
Or it becomes expressed that it is premise in a way. It not is premise, but it has.
He gave two
carries the
examples. He gave two very stark examples or illustrations of that.
Water, like in the water. One is that it's bad water and the good water overwhelms it.
No, that's for the first Indian. That's a marshal. Mayim yofim, mayim b'doyim is the first oifen. The second oifen, he gave not a marshal, but illustrations, expressed it. Not a marshal. The marshal's for the first Indian, the first darga of his skalulus, where there is chitzonius, and it's not virtuous, but it's negligible. The second oifen is completely higher avodah, and he illustrates it with Pashat very Maimar Chazal that says it quite clearly. The Indian akalpanim. It's right there. You can look at it. Anybody, guys? That Sotan and Penina Lashem Shamayim Niskav. We're talking about the actual the case. What was the story of the Sotan? What was the Sotan doing?
I think he was trying to provoke, like by Eev. That's what
by Eev. He challenged the Eibush and told him to test him. It brought a terrible suffering upon him. That's the Metzias. And Penina tormented Chana. The Lepel, you saw what the Pnimis of that very thing is the Shem Shemayim, the cover of Avram, in order that Chana should have a child, which he did. So what in Avodah they didn't spell it out for us, but the Indian that this is not where the chitzonius, the psoilus is bottle, but it itself is seen as absolutely virtuous, expressive of the not just the kavana, but the pnimi is a kavana. It's adarab. Adarab in the Sotan and Penina accomplished something that wouldn't have happened had they not done so. The covenant of Avram and Chana having Shmuel. So Bechlolis, it means that their engagement in Ilam Hazeh, the Nakuda that he's saying is their engagement, which is the Psoilus and the Chitzonius, should not just be secondary and insignificant to our Ikar Avodah, which is Ruchnis. But in our engagement in the Elam Hazeh, that should be a tifer ruchnistic avodah that brings out the pnimis kavanah, which means the endless examples of expressions of this, that when your place of business, the Kiddush Hashem there, and the connection there, because the way you conduct yourself, is in such a way that it brings out a deeper connection than when you're in the Olam HaKadosh. Or to put it simply, you see the emes chassid there, not when he's davening. And you see a chassid there too. Obviously, you see a chassid there, or Shabbos, whenever it is. My cousin, Shimika Lazarov, you heard of him? Never Shimika Lazarov. He'd be disappointed to know you never heard of him. I mean, as a joke, he'd be disappointed. He's with the h'tשכ to Texas. He's a legendary chassid in his own time. Huh?
Lazarov?
Lazarov.
Oh, I thought you said Kol Lazarov.
No, Shimonke Lazarov.
Shimon
Lazarov.
Yeah, I've heard of
It's from the early shluchim. He's a Russian Israeli boy, and he was from the early shluchim. Mamish, the Benashtichas to Texas of all places. Short, stocky Russian Israeli going to Texas. I mean, that has a sense of humor. He's a very colorful figure. And he composed the song. He has it, and again, but you put English words to. And the point of the song is there's no free lunch. That's the words of his song. He has accent still. No free lunch. He's been in America for 70 years. He still has a strong Russian accent. And in the middle of the song, he's saying one of the lines there is, if you think that a whole week what he uses a behemoth, and then Shabbos you're going to drink it, the big chassid, by the Fabrengen, you're an idiot. That's what she says in the song. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And there's some other choice words. He doesn't mince his words. It's quite funny, but it's very true. So, but the point we're saying is that where is the chassid to be seen? It's dafke in the pseudos. Adarab. Tes. So that's the second hagah of the Tzemach Tzedek. Not secondary, but expressive of the kavanah pnimius. Not that our engagement in Gashmis and the pseudos is secondary, and his whole avodah is ruchnius, and he eats and gets over and done with, and runs, whatever it is, that's an avodah too. He's not machshiv it, it's pseudos, and does what he has to do, gets it over and done with, and then gets back to his real world, which is ruchnius. That's one madrega. It's a high madrega. That's the mayim harohim bottled, the mayim hayof. It's a high madrega. So that's a tzedek. That's not the kavan. Still, not the tachlis. It is as we just expressed it now. Clear? Yeah.
I mixed up with the Mayim Rayim. What was that?
Huh?
The first hagah? The Mayim Rayim.
First hagah was Torah. The Torah is Kodesh. Chaya Olam. And you mamshich Torah in the world, so then Chaya Shor, the initial of Tefillah, all those things become naturally fulfilled without having to engage it. They get had gosha of what the Tzemach added is, what the darg of Torah is. On the one hand, Kodesh and Muvdal, Nimshech Lamata, and therefore, as he brings that Zoh, Malchus, Zman, first Zayda Zmanim, then Zmanim, the Isha, she's potter from Mitzvah Saseh. Why? Because the English is Nimshech naturally. It's hard to hear more, I'm sure, but obviously the general contribution of the Tzemach Tzedek's first order. Both the height and the depth of the Amshacha. Kodesh Mila Begarmei, which means, quoted it from the Zohar, because this quotes it frequently. We should know what it means. What does it mean? Anybody? Translation, English. Kodesh, Mila Begarmo, and Mila Begarmei, sometimes with a yud, without a yud. I'm pretty sure I translated it a couple of times. Kodesh, holy. Mila, Mila is Aramaic for something. Dover, dover. It's something, begarmei, on its own, removed. Kodesh means removed. It's a famous quote from the Zohar. The context there is Shabbos and the weekday. Even though the weekday also the Sviris. Afa Beken Shabbos is Mila begarmei. It's Kodesh, it's moved on. Okay, we're going to remember for next time. Kodesh is something that stands on its own. So that's what those words mean. Yeah? Okay. Oistes. Rabbi Yuvon, the Katainti, we call the Chasadim Mikela Emes. Did you start this already? I don't know. I don't think so. The Hine, Beklolis, we did that. How much the first few lines? How much the beginning, yeah. Close in the Kotointi, so this union of Kotointi, Mevar, Admarazokin. So the Beklolis means the general thrust of the pasuk. How what the pasuk is saying is Shekol Shukamei Yoser Hu Yoser Kilov Ein Ve'efes. Whatever is closer to Hashem is more kiloi, like not v'ayin and nothing, ve'efes and absolutely nothing. So what we're learning here now, the Alter Maimon, based on the Alter Maimon, v'neisha bagoy. You tell me this pasuk is conveyed in these words is what in one sentence?
Is humility. Humility, no?
Yeah, but the bigger context a little bit. Conveyed in these words is the answer to the antidote to
defeating Baal.
Po'er, yeah.
Baal.
Baal, Po'er, where the dik is Po'er, because Po'er is, why are we stressing Po'er? Because Po'er is the level lower than,
Pare.
What was Pare?
Pare was yeah. Maves.
Pare is Maves, in one word, and Po'er is Ra. So the only way, this already explained earlier, the only way Vaneshev Bagoy Mul base Po'er, Mul means to oppose it and uproot it, in his words, L'okre, L'shorshai. The only avoid is Vaneshev Bagoy. And what does Bagoy mean? We already explained this earlier. What is the meaning of Bagoy in English? In the
valley.
In the valley. So what did you say what a valley is? I don't know if this was clear. Valley is opposed to a mountain, what a physical observation that becomes out.
You can't see what's there.
You can't see what's there. It's stimming. Yeah. The Rebbe then adds, although that's not mukhrech, because it could be hidden, but it says actually not just hidden. What are we talking about? Not just hidden. Stim is the whole stim. Hidden from the hidden. That would seem parallels. Para is Kedusha hidden. Pa'er is not just Kedusha hidden, but hidden from the hidden, the Kedusha opposed. Opposed, that's double hell and behester. The only answer to that is Vanesha Bagoy. So what did he say already till now? In general, what that means is what? So we're dwelling in the valley. This is the Avodah. Now the Avodah component.
This is Bittul.
Bittul. There's three things here. Bittul, Tachlis, Bittul, Yehudi Ilah, as it is in Yehuda Tata, and everything we're explaining till now is leading us to the Tachlis, the Argo, the Tzemach Tzedek, the second one. Yeah. Such a Bittul that is engaged in the world. It's all Kedusha.
And that the Chitzonis is engaged.
Yeah, that's one thing. And what's Vaneshev? What's the dig of Vaneshev Bagoy? As you said earlier. It's Yashvat. What does Yashvat always mean in Chassidus? Huh? Huh? Yeah, but the way we can say the word bittel, what is added by the word is yashus. One critical word. Huh? It's settled b'pnimius, permeates the person. Yashus means it permeates the person. It's settled within him. Shoichein admarim, shchina is when it dwells within, fuses with the keli. Pnimius diki bittel. The words are very nice. Yeah. Let's continue. So in order to be a keli, not just for godliness, but stimin, which is the pnimius of alikos, which is what? Behester the mamish conceal, shunyim hagoy, that's the of the valley or guy. So there has to be, and in order that it should yumshach begilui ubis yashvos vaneshev, in order that this bittul, that the stim, the whole stim should be nimshach bis yashvos.
The bittul should really be with him.
So the chli is our bittul betachlis. The bittul has to be complete. Next page, the hainu. It's not enough just to neutralize the yeshes and mitzias by the ayin sodim. What that's based on what we said this morning already so far, what you already answered me. What darge is this in Klippa?
Para.
Huh?
Mavis, para.
This is Movis. This is para. Yeah.
It's absence of yesh.
Yeah, mitzias yesh, but not up in opposition. Just ignoring godliness. Because of their lack of bittul, therefore they don't get the pnimis. They only get a chais, a very small chais and very contained. So that's not enough. What's not enough? The bittul that one needs to be at is not. It's not enough that the bittul would be enough to be shoylel movis. You're dead. I'm alive. It's not enough. I mean, Posh, it's not emain, enough that he's basically a shemeter mitzvah and he's this bittul, he's loyal to the commandments and he lives and you can't say he's not alive. He's alive. He's not movis. He's mekayim to mitzvahs. He learns and davens. It's a nice boy, fine chassid. Look at these words. Afilo kefisha b'shas aveda de kriyashma. The aveda of kriyashma per se is not enough, even though he said before it's critical, but it can't remain there either. We have to, in the end, kind of sort it all out. What is the demand here? But Akoponim, that's what he says here. In other words, Yichudi Ilah as entertained by Yeshus is not enough either. Versteht? Because She'ena Ba'efin Shalamida, not standing there, it's not the Tachlis, not Shmanesa, and then Torah is even higher. That's the point here. There's no kriyav ashtachaviyah, there's no bowing and no prostration. So that's not enough. The avodah of Kriya Shema is an avodah that he needs for himself. But in order to combat and neutralize pa'ir mamish, so that needs even a higher bittul. Kikadei sheyumshech hayesh shelamayla. In order that the true being be revealed here in the Metzias, in creation, in the world, in him, in brackets, Yurgish Etzai, that he should sense and feel. Question, why is he saying that he should sense and feel rather than know? Sheyidea, you should know. Why is he saying Sheyurgish? This words repeated throughout the Maimah towards the end.
If he knows, it still could be an Indian, but he's feeling means now it's also the chitzonis is expressing that. Also, his chitzonis is showing that on the previous.
If it's Yurgish,
He
feels it. Yeah. You know this truth? Do we know this truth?
I mean, we know in Indian.
In Indian, it's not enough. Exactly. Sheyurgish etzloi, shavaya lekech. They should feel the truth. I mean, that's really what das is. He's not going to details here, but das is hargosha. So really what it means. Really to sense and feel. Das doesn't add anything to the intellectual appreciation of the subject matter. Nothing. It's just connecting to it. That's what hargosha means. Shavai likechu chayecha, which means that the only way to arrive at this is through a deeply ingrained and toiled haravanya in seichel. Toiled. No skipping the process. It's das. And the Paragimel of Tanya, right? They should feel that the true Metzias is Avaylikecha Hayesh Shalamayla. How can a person live that in the Pseilis and the Tachten, it's all the truth of it all is nothing other than Avaylikecha. Not just his panosa, but everything. Even Sotan and Penina. He has to, it's not enough bittul hayesh of Kriya Shema, but it's got to go the next step of Shemon Esrei, Shizing in Amida, Kriya, Vishtachavoya, the Tefillah Shemon Esrei. Now, Beis Hashem will learn that Torah is even higher, which is why Tirasa Yim Nosai doesn't stop for Shemon Esrei. Rabbi didn't once. He had the Yerida. He was not in the Tirasa Yim Nosai Matziv. Then he was Machavan. Shemon Esrei, to have at least a bit of Mitzias, the way it is in Shemon Esrei. That's what's coming now. That's the whole Kotointi Mekola Chasadim Mekola Emes. Emes is Torah is even a higher bittul, which he already addressed, but now we're going to explain it in greater detail.
Why would he stop by Shema? We said why he would stop by Shema, because it's necessary.
Shema is because he's got his gauges on Yeshus.
But still, if we're going to tap into such a place,
that's what I'm saying. We've got to say, this needs to be unpacked properly. If you're asking if he's holding by the bittul mitzias Vanessa, you don't need Kriya Shema, and you cannot answer that Kriya Shema is a preparatory stage. Can't say that. V'araya, the guy that's holding Terasim Nosa, he's there, right. And yet he stops his matziv of bittul b'mitzias and says Kriya Shema.
So there has to be a mile.
Yeah, which he explained earlier, but we'll talk about it more to clarify the matter. We'll actually wait till the end of the mind. Okay. Today's story